A month ago, I asked my Twitter followers a question: what is your definition of Hindu Rashtra? And I got some great answers and some not so great answers. Is it really possible to build a Hindu Rashtra? Will Bharat ever be a Hindu Rashtra? How to achieve the goal of Hindu Rashtra? These are the questions. I'll answer these. But before starting the video, I'd like to thank you all. String has reached a small milestone of 3 lakh subscribers. I'm not a kind of person who desperately make videos just to keep the numbers growing. This is not a channel which disturbs the viewers with ads and bell buttons popping up in the middle. But still we made it to 3 lakh subscribers with just 48 videos. I bow down to all your support, especially the donors. My Sastang Namaskaram to all of you. We made this happen. Thank you so much. Let me read out your comments and talk about Hindu Rashtra. A nation only for Hindus. No one in history suffered the way Hindus suffered. True. A nation purely for Hindus is must. Otherwise, coming generations will lose the will to even utter the word Hindu. So, a nation for Hindus can be achieved in 2 ways. Number 1, either by doing a partition and sending all the other people to other side, like we did in 1947. But this will lead to huge riots and lakhs of deaths, as it happened in the past. Number 2, killing all the other people who don't believe in Hindu Rashtra, which will be roughly around 30 crores of them. The people who don't believe in Hindu Rashtra, those who don't want Hindu Rashtra, if you kill them, will they leave you? Or what's the difference between you and a jihadi terrorist if you do that? So killing is not the way. Also, there are so many Hindus who married a person from other religion. Where will you send them? Should they sit on the border? There are many people like Rajdeep Sardesai, Bharka Dutt, Sagarika Ghosh. Where will they go? They have Hindu names. But will these people be allowed in the Hindu Rashtra? They will be kicked out like Zakir Naik, right? Or you may say only people who follow BJP can only stay here. Will that not make our country a BJP Rashtra instead of a Hindu Rashtra? Now when I say drop the whole idea of Hindu Rashtra, these anti-secular people will spit on me. The problem is complicated. Is there a way to settle this? Yes. People should take up to spirituality. Not the way the so-called Hindus preaching it, restricting it to other religions. Not the way the Periyar preaching it. Go for the way the Guru's offering it. Spirituality in its purest form, without any religious or cultural frills. Open to all. Try it and see. You will know what a powerful solution it is. But yes, I agree that Hindus are getting the worst beating. Almost every day an idol is being broken in the temple. I'm also deeply concerned, and that's why the channel is String. And also Shivashakti Foundation, LRPF for doing wonderful job on curtailing the missionary activities. Please extend your support to them, especially if you're from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. You must support them to protect Hindu culture. Okay, let's see another answer. Akhand Bharat with Sanatana Dharma as prominent way of life, but with all religious practices with free will. That's my Hindu Rashtra. What you're saying is contradictory. You want Sanatana Dharma as a prominent way, then you let other religion practices at free will also. These other religions like Islam and Christianity who are against idol worshippers, if you leave Islam to practice at free will, they'll cut cows on streets because that's their free will. How will you oppose them? They'll call you a kafir and will show Quran verses and say that killing kafirs is written here. What will you do then? Please don't do that free will nonsense. Thank you. We'll read another. Means a country where the rules, regulations and legal proceedings are based on principles of Hindu beliefs and scriptures. Although the country may have various religious groups, ethnic communities and social sects, but the justice and equality is based on Hindu scriptures and laws. Which Hindu scripture? Tell me. Manusmriti, Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Bhagavad Gita. Sadhguru has given enough clarity on this that Hindu is not a religion first of all. It's a geographical identity. It's impossible to make it a religion because where is the papacy? Where is the book? Where is the codified belief system? First of all, which god will you appoint? There is no one god. There are 33,000 gods and goddesses. In every family, within the family, 5 people worship 5 different gods and there is no problem. Absolutely peacefully. See, this is something that everyone should learn. These are people who are setting an example of peaceful living. I can declare this as the most wise culture on the planet. Not in comparison with the other, because the other doesn't even qualify. It's all stupid belief systems written in some dumb book. What a sacrilege a human being has to follow one book to exist here. And that book is inevitably in fight with the other who don't believe in it. It's an eternal clash. Now all those who bashing their chest to make a Hindu Rashtra, how many of you have read all the scriptures? not even 0.001% of the population. Do you even know that there are many things which were added many years after these scriptures were written? These added phrases or verses are called prakshipt. Will you consider these parts? If yes, then these are the parts which are the root cause of all the evil in the society. People who are opposing Manusmriti will point out these slokas and phrases, but they will never tell you that these were added later. By whom? We don't even know. But why? That we know, to divide us. There was a time when Muslim rulers made us pay heavy jizya taxes so that we can follow our dharma. They had control over our systems. They manipulated a lot of text written in them. Women were so scared that they started covering their faces, which we call today as gungat. Gungat is not our culture. It was forced upon us. Have you ever seen any sculpture on temples with a gungat? I'll tell you a short story. I attended two of my friends' weddings, one in Uttar Pradesh and another one in Nepal. The one in Nepal was done in the afternoon and the bride and groom left till evening. But the wedding in UP happened late in the night and the bride and the groom left before the sunlight. You know why? Because the invasion in UP was so much that Muslim rulers used to pick these girls wherever they used to see them. To hide from these barbarians, ceremonies were done at night inside the house and the families leave before the sunrise. Our traditions are still stinking. Even today people follow the same. Okay, let me give you a recent example. Recently you all might have seen how NCERT is teaching fake history to students that Mughals rebuilt our temples. That too on such a large scale. Just imagine how lakhs of students' minds have been manipulated by just one line. This is happening when the country is free. Imagine what they did when they ruled us. So whenever we are reading scriptures, we should be conscious enough to consider all these factors. Otherwise you will end up like Ambedkar and all his followers. Okay, let's read another comment. A place where Hinduism, Buddhism and other religions can live with total freedom of religion and culture. Muslims and Christians can be included as long as they respect the other religions and don't try to convert. This is interesting, yeah. But you're giving a scenario which will never happen. Followers of Sanatana Dharma are seekers. They are not believers. They don't rely on ready-made answers in a book. They want to explore themselves. But Abrahamic religions rely only on ready-made answers and forcefully converting people, imposing their stupid belief systems upon others. As long as they are in our same society, they'll push you and get you converted. In their eyes, you people are idol worshippers, low-caste citizens, kafis, etc. etc. Another comment. Rama Rajya. Which Rama Rajya, my dear? According to the liberal gang, Rama is a misogynistic man. He dumped his own wife. But is that true? Till which part of Ramayana we should consider? Do you know the original Ramayana had 6 chapters till Yuddhakand? The 7th chapter, which is Uttarkand, is also Prakshipt, which means it was added later. And that's how liberals target Rama. But do you people really know about it? Again, how many of you have read it? And how many people are ready to imbibe Rama's qualities in them rather than just saying Jai Shri Ram? You can't counter the propaganda until you know everything, right? Watch this video to know more.
युद्ध कांड में वाल्मीकि जी साफ साफ लिखते हैं कि राम राज्य जो होता है उसमें किसी भी व्यक्ति की प्रीमेच्योर डेथ नहीं होती है.
Okay, let's come to the last and most popular comment. Establishing of Gurukul learning system. Just ask yourself, will you send your children to Gurukul? First of all, where are the gurus? We just have a handful of powerful gurus in our country. How many of you are sending your kids to Gurukul here? Negligible amount. Because your children cannot become a doctor or engineer if you send them to Gurukul, right? They will not get any jobs. Society will laugh at you. The structure of society is made in such a way that Gurukuls have no value now. This structure was made by Britishers to kill the Gurukul system of a country, and they succeeded. After independence, we are supposed to change it, but we didn't. Why? గుర్తుపెట్టుకో, తర్వాత మాట్లాడదాం. ఇంకో కొత్త వీడియో చేద్దాం, నెక్స్ట్ వీడియో. ఇంకో కమెంట్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఫ్రీయింగ్ హిందూ టెంపుల్స్ అంట. Do you really think the government will do that? Their main source of revenue is from temples here. See, you are not getting the actual problem. The moment temples are out of government control, the economy will tip. Government will have to stop giving subsidized rice and grains to poor people. Christian missionaries will seize this opportunity and start converting them. Demography will start changing at a rapid pace. The poor class will become angry and they will vote that party. Congress will come back to power and the same old game will start again. Corruption, conversion, Muslim appeasement, mob lynching, farmer suicide, unemployment, destroying temples, and finally checkmate. Game over. Hindu temples will only be free when the country becomes Atmanirbhar. When the export is more than the import, then there will be excess cash flow, which the government will direct towards the poor and backward classes. But this will take a lot of time. I agree with all the other points except the beef export. India is one of the biggest exporters of beef. If we ban it, again the economy will take a dip and the evil process will start again. Here I want to make it clear that beef is not always of cow. It can be from buffalo as well. And the beef that we are exporting consists majority of buffalo meat. Look at this link. So I feel like Hindu Rashtra is a very vague term. Everybody has their own definition of it. And somewhere or the other, everybody is contradicting themselves. And internally, there is a fight between Vishnu devotees and Shiva devotees. And many more. If the Kattar Hindus think that BJP or RSS will create your own kind of Hindu Rashtra, then also you are mistaken. Because BJP has many Muslim leaders. Where will they go? RSS has many Christian and Muslim wings. What will happen to them? So please don't go about becoming a radical or an extremist. I'll repeat again. Spirituality is the only solution for all the problems. The whole nation must turn spiritual. Sadhguru puts it in a poetic way. In is the only way out. Think about it. I'll meet you in the next episode of String Reveals. Namaskaram. String is available in Hindi, Kannada and Telugu as well. Please subscribe to your favorite regional channel, like and share the video. Please support us through Patreon and one-time payment options. See you again in the next video of String Reveals.